Hi, thanks for joining. It's Patty from PS Paper Crafts, and I want to show you how to make this great card. This I'm going to send to my son for Father's Day. It says, "I believe in you," and then to one of the world's greatest dads. My son is single dad. He's got 2 kids. They go back and forth between him and his mom, and he really has his hands full. So I thought "I believe in you" was a good sentiment for him. So we're using the Beauty of Friendship stamp set. And then there's some coordinating dies called Beautiful Trees. Really amazing. And I'm also using this Beauty of the Earth Designer series paper. So I have this strip here, and then even the birds are cut out of it. So this is the one side, and I just want to take you through quickly. I will be using this in the fall for sure. And this is the other side, I thought, for winter, Christmas. These are just beautiful. I used this a few times already on cards just as a background for a sky, and I thought it was really pretty. And then this would be great for Christmas. So it really has all the different seasons, and I think it's pretty. So you can actually use this paper to cut out with the dies. I think that would be pretty. I have to try that. So there's these big dies that you can cut out, you know, the whole image, but then you can cut, and I thought in some of those papers it would be pretty. And I also want to give a plug. I am doing a retreat with my good friend Vicky, and we're doing it June 19th, and it's an online retreat, and there's treats involved. And you'll be making 12 cards. There's 6 designs. Vicky's doing 3, or 3, and I'm doing 3, and you'll make 2 of each. These are just quick, some of the cards you'll be making. That's the ones I designed. And we're using the hand-penned bundle and the Flowers of Friendship bundle. So you'll get the card kits. You can add on the bundles if you want. If you have them, you just get the card kits. So email me if you're interested. I also sent out an email, and it's on my blog. So just look for the June retreat. So let's get started. I have my pieces cut, where I'll do some stamping, and then I will die cut. So this is just that one piece. It's just a strip. I think it's 2, what is it? 1 3/4 by 4. But I'll have all the measurements on my blog, so you don't have to worry about writing them down or anything. And then there's just a piece that will go behind it. I thought about embossing it. There's a new embossing folder. I think it's the bark or something like that, but I liked it like this. You could emboss it if you wanted to add just a little more texture. So pretty simple. The big thing is stamping the cards or the trees. So let me get my early espresso and my old olive ink, and I have the tree stamp. So I'm just going to stamp this down 3 times. Down a little bit. I want it to go up. So I'm going to actually do a 4th tree because I had my hand in the way and I didn't see how far down I was. So we'll just go like this. We'll do 4 of them, but we're only going to use 3. And then we want to do the tree tops. So I did, this is 2 stamps. Let me get a scrap of paper. And I'm using old olive. And there's more of a detailed stamp and then a background. So I'll just use the old olive. Let's see if I can fit these on here. And I'll do 1. This is the detailed one straight on. 2. And I think I'm going to use the back of this one because we won't be using that tree. 3. And then I'll do stamping off. So you just stamp it on your scrap paper and then line it up. And there's just like a soft background to it. So let's do it on these 2. And then I'll step away and cut them out because it's a lot of cutting and I don't want to take you through all of it. 1 And here's the second one. Okay, and we'll be cutting these out with this. And I actually cut one out just of early espresso. So you could do this, but I kind of liked having the white around it to make it kind of jump off the paper. And we'll be doing the treetops with this. And then I have this little scrap of that blue paper, and you can cut both birds out at one time. So I'm going to step away, do my cutting, and I will be right back and we'll put the card together. It's a very easy card. I also have to do, let me just, one more thing. I have to do the I Believe in You. And that is from this set. And I'm going to do that in the early espresso. And I'm going to do it right up here. And then we'll cut that out with this one. Okay, I'll step away and I'll be right back. Okay, so I cut everything out, and we have our trees and our birds and our treetops. So I just wanted to show you what it looks like if you were to have the trees with this. So that looks cute too. And then I thought this would be great, you know, in the fall. You could put different colors on it and stuff. So let's start putting our card together. So the first thing I want to do, let's get rid of this because we're not going to use it, is just put the pieces down. And let's put this on the side. We have to do our inside as well. So let me put some Stamp and Seal right on this layer. And put it on the card base. And again, the card base is Old Olive. And that's one of the colors in the paper. So it's in here. So it's nice and coordinated. And then we'll put a little bit on this. And try to line this up. Make sure it's not upside down. I think they are actually trees going up. At first I thought it was just a, you know, different colors, but there is actually a tree pattern. So there we go with that. And then I put all the trees down with some liquid glue, and then I popped up the treetops and the sentiment. So you just want to kind of lay them out. Let me get my liquid glue. And just put a little bit on. Don't need a lot. And we'll just put this down right from here up. And that's why I was concerned that I cut off the bottom of the other tree, or when I stamped it too low. I wanted them to be kind of similar in where they stood. I mean, you could have them higher or lower if you wanted to, but I just wanted 3 across. My son loves the outdoors. He's a big hiker, so I think this will be a great card for him. He's up in New York. That's where I go to see my grandkids. I'll be going up there in the summer. My little new grandbaby, my daughter's child, will turn 1 in July, so they'll have a big bash for her, I'm sure. So this one goes right in the middle. This one I'm going to try to push up a little bit if I can. There we go. So they're overlapping, no big deal. And then I will put the treetops. I pop them up with dimensionals. So let me get some dimensionals out here. We'll start a new one. And they're all, I'm putting them all on with dimensionals. At first I was only going to put the center one on, but I thought it looked nice popped up off the tree. So I decided to put them all on, which means that we have to be careful when we put the center one in so we're not crashing into each other. And I'll show you what I did there. Very simple. I'm sure you could figure it out as well. But we'll just put this one on. And it's okay if it goes off into the card base a little bit. So on this one, I'm only going to put 2 down, and I'm going to put them right in the middle so that it rests right on these others without bumping them up higher. So there we go, 3 trees. And then let's put the I Believe in You. Oops, there's our back where I made the mistake. And we'll just put that up top, and then we'll add the birds. Very easy. I love the birds. I love birds anyway, but I think these are cute in that paper. The little blue birds. So I'm only going to put a little tiny bit, and actually I'm going to put it right here. I don't want it to be hanging, I don't want glue on the outside. I just want to have him sitting right here on the corner. Oops. And then I'll put some glue on this one and have him sitting in the other tree. Okay, and I'm going to let this just sit for a minute because I want him to dry. Let's do the inside. So on the inside, I did the same thing with the tree, but I only wanted the trunk. So I'm going to clean this off. Just get it nice and clean. Make sure it's got no residual. That looks good. I just want the trunk. So when I ink it up, I'm just going to ink up the trunk. And this is photopolymer, so it's very easy. So I'm just gonna kind of go like this. You could mask it off if you wanted to with a piece of Post-it note so you don't get the top. But I thought since it was photopolymer, this was very easy. I'm going to leave that out for the sentiment. And then we want to do the tree. So this is the more detailed one. I like to do the more detailed one first because it's darker and it helps you to see. Sometimes, I mean, this isn't too bad, but sometimes it's hard to see if you do the lighter one first, if it's too light. It's hard to see where to line it up, but this is very easy because it's really just a kind of a curve there. Okay, and then we want to put the sentiment. So the sentiment I took from Handsomely Suited to One of the World's Greatest Dads. I'm going to do that again, even though I have the one for my son-in-law, or my son. I have to do a different one for my son-in-law, but we'll do another dad for this one. Have to do different ones for them. That's a little crooked, so I'm gonna just turn it. All right, I'm just trying to get an idea. One day I'll put my stickers on. That looks good. Now I wish there was a little bird in the stamp set, but there isn't. Then I would put that right up there, but I think this is good. So let's see if this bird is in place good. And then we'll put this down. And the card is done. I didn't put any kind of ribbons or jewels. It's a guy card, so I think the birds are enough. And my son knows that I love birds, so he'll like that. Okay, so these are the cards. I think these trees are wonderful. I love trees and birds and all that nature stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this. And again, if you want to join the retreat with me and Vicki Parsons, just email me, patty@pspapercrafts.com, and I'll send you all the information, or you could look on my blog. I have a whole write-up there, how much it costs, with the add-ons, all that good information. All right, so you take care. Have a good one. Bye.